Hey y'all, I want to do a quick, video review of David Richter over at Simple CFO. I've been working with David for the last quarter, y'all, and it has been really, really good. So a couple things that David's been able to do for us is, one, I'm a real estate investor. I understand numbers on deals, but I don't exactly understand how QuickBooks work. And I've got a great bookkeeper who understands how QuickBooks works, but she doesn't understand real estate all that well. So, long story short, for the longest time, I thought that everything that we should do, so when we buy a house and we flip it, how much we bought the house for, all the rehab things associated with it, all that should be on a profit and loss. And I told my bookkeeper, that's what I want. Well, when we did that, that means we had part of our numbers over on the profit and loss and part of it on the balance sheet, and I was never ever able to really look at my numbers and see what my company was doing. David, knowing what real estate investing is like, came over, took all that stuff, put it over on the balance sheet, and it's not until we actually sell the house that that gets moved over onto the profit and loss. So now I can look at my flip company and say, this is what our flip company is doing. As opposed to looking at it house by house, we're now looking at it with an overall view. And I never would have known that if I hadn't been for David. And literally, when David got that on there and he had all in one place, I was like, yeah, man. So that was really cool. About David and his team, I really like David. All right, so David's a really cool guy. He's fun to be around. He's an uplifting guy. He is a religious guy too, which is something I very much appreciate about him. So me and him have lots of good conversations, faith-based conversations, and it just makes you feel good to know that you're working with somebody that you can trust. And by the way, David didn't ask me to do any of this. I'm just doing this because I like him. Last thing is that David did something for me that was pretty cool. So my financial advisors right now consist of my bookkeeper and my CPA. And you know, they just do what I tell them to, unless I ask them what do I need to do for most of the time. And when David got in and started looking, we have two different companies. We have a flip company, sorry about that, and a rental company. And David came in and he asked me a question I'd never been asked before. He said, how much are your properties worth? I don't know. I just think about rents coming in. I think about vacancy rates. I think about expenses, repairs, taxes, insurance, and our cash flow. But I never really looked at it from an overall perspective like that. Well, so we went and got all the after repair values and after repair values. We got market values on all of our properties and put it together. And at the end of the day, we had $1.9 million worth of real estate. He said, that's pretty cool, Joey. I said, yeah, man, that's pretty cool. I never thought about it like that. And he's like, you want to know something else is cool? I said, what? He said, you're only leveraged at a 32% loan to value. I said, okay, what does that mean? He said, that means that you've got over $1 million in equity right now. Not over $1 million worth of assets, but over $1 million worth of equity. I said, okay. And he said, that means you're a millionaire. I said, what? Never thought about it before. So I came home and I told my wife this, because my wife's my business partner. I went through the numbers with her, and I said, so that means we're millionaires. She's like, huh, I don't feel any different. I was like, me either, but it's cool to know, isn't it? She said, yes. So long story short, because of David and Simple CFO, knowing my numbers, I'm now a millionaire. So you could actually say that David made me a millionaire. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I love the guy, love the service. He's great. He looks at things from an outside perspective. He's got real estate backing to be able to look at things from you if you are a real estate investor. He can also do it with other companies, I'm sure. But I highly recommend Simple CFO. I highly recommend David. And David, if you watch this, I love you, brother. I appreciate all you do. Y'all have a great day.